bit louder, little bit. Please kindly take your seat after dancing ecstatically. Hare Krishna. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadanaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Say along with me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. No reverb. No reverb, no reverb. Normal voice, normal.
Simple mic.
Simple voice. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So fortunate today, so many of them came again. We are all dancing so nicely. Sundar Gopal Prabhu coming all the way from Vrindavan and making you all to dance in the glorious holy names of Shri Krishna and Srimati Radharani. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, so he came 500 years before to teach us that this is what we have to do, this is all what we have to do. There is nothing else much more than this to do. Just chanting, dancing, and sweating, and remembering Krishna. That's all. Nothing else. By this process, by chanting and remembering, tell me, did you remember about your house?
No.
Did you remember about your bank balance? Did you remember, about your body? Maybe a little bit. When it's sweating and it's heavy. But by this, you have totally forgotten who you are, where you are, which position you are. This is what a yogi gets after doing penance in hills and caves for thousands of years, which you have got just like that, just by dancing and doing Sankirtan. This is the message of Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the message of the Vedas, that in this age of Kali, the easiest, the simplest, the topmost process is to take the holy names of Shri Radha and Krishna and to dance and to please them and to call them and to please them, and by this way, forgetting all things that's running, with the mind and body, remembering Krishna naturally. That is the topmost process, which even the yogis, even after giving up all things, they cannot get the fortune to remember the lotus feet of Krishna. They cannot get the fortune to remember the lotus feet of Krishna. So, it's that simple. But still, the sadness is, we don't believe in such a beautiful process. Do we? Question yourself. Are you convinced? यहाँ ध्यान दीजिए जो पीछे हैं जो सब, यहाँ ध्यान दो मैं जो कह रहा हूँ. Are you convinced that this chanting itself is the topmost process? There is a no in your yes. You are not. If you are, you will be one-pointed in your chanting and remembering and be convinced that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His name is non-different from himself. And by chanting and dancing and remembering, everything we can get. Leave alone the material things, even the topmost spiritual thing, even the topmost position of, to serve the lotus feet of Krishna, one can get easily. That is the declaration of Srimad Bhagavatam. Huh? That is the declaration of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yetavaneva lokesmin punsam dharma parasmrita bhakti yogo bhagavati tannama grahanadivi. Topmost parodharma, topmost dharma and nature of a living soul is only to chant the holy names of Shri Krishna out of love, surrender, affection. Nothing else is what Srimad Bhagavatam says in the beginning and also towards the last shlok. Nama sankirtanam yasya sarva papa pranashanam namami dukkha shamanam pranamitam Shri Harim Param. So Nama Sankirtan is the topmost thing. Just by chanting, all the problems are solved. Differences, fault finding, and all kinds of things are completely destroyed just by chanting and dancing and sweating and completely forgetting all these things. So, the process of karma, process of jnana, process of yoga, though described in Srimad Bhagavatam, they are all various steps leading to this bhakti. That's what Gita says in Krishna. So when we are doing this bhakti, we don't know what bhakti is. Especially Indians who have no root to India, they feel bhakti means sentimentalism. Bhakti means you beg something from the God and God gives you something, then doing bhakti, nice bhakti, because He is giving you. But the fact is, Srimad Bhagavatam says, none of this has nothing to do with bhakti. It's not at all bhakti. Okay? Not all bhakti. So then what is bhakti? Rupa Goswami Pada said, Anyabhilashita shunnam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulyena krishna anushiranam bhakti ruttama. Only tendency to please Shri Krishna by body, mind, soul and heart, on one's feeling, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, lifelong, continuous, one-pointed tendency to live for the pleasure of Krishna, to do everything for His pleasure, under the guidance of Guru and Vaishnavas. That is called as bhakti. And when you are convinced that Krishna is my life and soul, when you try to live for His pleasure, then bhakti doesn't constitute only 2-hour chanting mala and your bhakti is finished. No. Then your whole day itself is bhakti. You are living for Krishna's pleasure. You are cooking for Him, you are driving for Him, you are working for Him, you are cleaning for Him, you are washing for Him, everything you are doing for His pleasure. That's what is bhakti. You have to live bhakti for the pleasure of Krishna and Guru and Vaishnavas. Bhakti doesn't mean that I live my life 22 hours, then for 2 hours I remove for Krishna. Very difficult. Hare Krishna. I'm finished. Now it's time to see some reels and go into trance, material trance, and completely forgetting Krishna whole day. That is not what bhakti means. Bhakti means you are living for Him. Just like somebody who is living for a country, they're living for its pleasure. They're giving their life for the country, for a family, for the country, for the society, for the world. So in a similar way, if somebody gives one's life completely for the pleasure of Krishna and does everything what Krishna desires, but under the guidance of Guru and Vaishnavas, then that is called as pure divine love, prema bhakti or bhakti. Rest, what we do, it has nothing to do with bhakti. That's the hard truth. If you can get it, you are lucky in your life. If you don't get it, no problem, next life. Okay, you at least take prasadam and next life you can prepare yourself for this. But this is the teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the teaching of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. In Krishna Gita says, Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna says, Man mana bhava. No, Krishna is asking, can you give yourself completely? Oh Lord, that's not possible. How can I give you myself completely? Okay, Mother Bhakto, you can give your time to me by your body and mind. Oh, even that's very, very difficult. Madhyaji, maybe in the whole day 10 minutes you can try to give for me. Oh, too busy, no time. I'm so busy making money for, not for myself, for others. For my wife, for my children, for my generations. I'm too busy for that. Then Krishna finally comes down and he says, Mam Namaskuru, at least you can fold your hands like this in the morning time before you go to your work. Says, yeah, maybe that's possible. That too far away. Oh, Pranam, Hare Krishna, Hare Bo. I'm too busy. We are so busy. That busy time comes and takes you away in no time, just like that. Then you have no time even to say goodbye to your family. Because time will say you are too busy whole life. Now I'm making you very busy. No need to say goodbye to your family. So life is very short. So if we try to give to Krishna, then Krishna completely takes you in his fold and gives all kinds of wealth of devotional service. The teaching of Gita is this. What have you given for Krishna? Yes, we can say I have given $50, $100, I have done this much, I have done that much. It's good. But have you given yourself? Man, mana, bhava. Krishna says, I don't want your things, I want you. Are you ready to give? So he is sad when somebody cannot give oneself completely. Then as a reconciliation, he settles down. Okay, you are spending 20 hours in making money. Okay, you begin by giving money first. Okay, this is a process. First you give money, then by giving money, for seva, slowly your body joins. Then you start, after some time, many years, then you feel that, I've been giving only money, now I want to do something by body. Then the body comes in, like you are all doing, trying to manage. Somebody is cooking, somebody is cleaning, somebody is preparing the table, somebody is offering, somebody is doing puja. Now the body is at work. But still, the Vani, the voice, that's the next step. When one gives one's body and tries to listen to some Katha, slowly he will start to speak. Oh, Krishna, he is so beautiful, one should do bhakti. Like this he will start to speak. And more he speaks what he has heard from his Guru and Vaishnavas, more his mind will completely surrender. This is the process. Pranir artair diya vacha shreya acharanam sada. Krishna himself says in 10th canto, Pranir artair diya vacha. First money, then body, then your Vani, voice, finally mind, then you give completely to Krishna. This is a process. You cannot give completely to Krishna just like that. You give first because you're spending time to make money. So first money comes, then slowly your body comes, then your voice comes, then finally your mind, then finally you surrender yourself to Krishna. Now Krishna, I am completely yours. You kill me, you keep me, you do whatever you like, I am yours, I cannot give you up. This is the teaching of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Shikshashtakam, 8th shlok. Ashirishya vapadarasham pinashtu mamadarshanan marmahatam karotu va yata tata va vidadatu lampato mat pranana tastu saivana para yata tata va. Whichever way you like to keep, it's up to you. But you are my prananath. I cannot give you up. This is our challenge. We try to do some bhakti, but when some test comes, shaken. Oh, I am going to temple, Mangalarti, I am doing this seva. Why only me? Why am I always suffering? Why I don't get what I prayed for from Krishna? Krishna is always testing me, is cheating me. So many doubts starts to come. That's where your test begins. That's where Krishna tests you. Why did you come to me? You came to me for something material. You came to me for myself. For whom? And if you fail at this test, then it will take a long time to come back to Krishna. We have to be very strong. How can we be strong? By listening to Katha from pure devotees who are completely surrendered to Krishna. Only by that, listening, Viryavati Katha, Satam Prasangan, Mama Virya Samvido Bhavantirit Karna Rasayana Katha, Tajjoshanadashu Apavarga Vartmani Shraddha Ratir Bhaktir Anukramishyati. Viryavati Katha, very strong, powerful Katha. Listening to that, one can develop such a mood that no matter what situation you try to keep us, just like Mahaprabhu is saying Shikshashtak, you are always mine, I cannot give you up. Say for example, if you start a business and your business fails, will you throw out your mother and father from the house because of you, my business has failed? But we do the first thing when our thing fails, we throw out. Okay, no more Shalagram, no more puja, nothing, no more Laddu Gopal, everything is useless. We just throw it away. We give up our mala. That shouldn't be the case because we haven't realized who Krishna is. We haven't developed the relationship with Krishna. Once the relationship with Krishna develops, that He is our life and soul, then we cannot give Him up no matter whatever situation we come to. We may be happy, we may be sad, we may be a failure, we may be success. No matter what, He is mine, I am here, yes. This is the teaching of, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even Bhaktivinoda Thakur ji says in this Kirtan, beautiful, Tumi to amar, ami to tumar, ki kaja paradane. You are mine and I am yours. So what use is this material thing? No use. Okay, such kind of dedication should be developed. Then one can start doing bhakti, pure bhakti. Whatever we are seeing in the name of bhakti, Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita, they are saying Sampurna Bhakti Name Jato Chale, Sampurna Chale. They are all false. They are all cheaters and cheating. That's all. So if you want pure bhakti, one has to take shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam. Pure gold, 24 karat. Nothing else. No more mixing. Nothing. Such is the nature of pure bhakti. And you will be pleased to know our very beloved Shri Gurudev, he traveled whole world. He even came to, New Zealand, Auckland, to Damodar Prabhu's place. And this temple, the previous temple there. And this is what he came to preach. This is what he came to teach us. Don't just be satisfied with mixed bhakti. Pure bhakti is what is the topmost thing one should go after. Don't settle with something normal, an easy thing. You want the topmost thing, you have to dedicate yourself for that. You know, if for example somebody who wants to become a Prime Minister of New Zealand, can they sleep for 10 hours? No way. They can only sleep for 4 hours. That's all, even 5 hours. Rest of the day they are very busy. But if you want to sleep for 10 hours and still want to be Prime Minister or something, then that means, your country is going downhill. That person is not serious. So in a similar way, if you want to get lotus feet of Radha and Krishna, and still if you don't want to dedicate and be serious, then we are not qualified even to get, such a service to lotus feet of Radharani. One has to be dedicated internally. One has to be steady no matter what the situation is, good, bad, fine, not fine, whatever the situation is. A surrendered devotee has nothing to fear. What is there to fear? And he tolerates each and everything. Why? Guru Maharaj, used to teach us Tattenugampam susamikshamano bhunjana eva atmakritam vipakam ridvag vabhuvur vidada namaste jiveta yomukti pade sadayabak. Brahmaji is praying Tattenugampam susamikshamano, waiting for the mercy of Shri Krishna. When the day will come when Krishna will show mercy upon me, waiting day and night like this. Bhunjana eva atmakritam vipakam. Whatever suffering or good or bad thing that I am suffering, I am trying to realize that it's all only due to me, not due to Krishna. It's all only due to me. I am the badmash, bad person. I have done so many bad things, not only in this lifetime, millions of lifetimes. Still Krishna is merciful. Still is keeping me healthy. Still is keeping me, living in this body. That's His mercy. So whatever discomfort we face in our life, we tolerate. Why we tolerate? Just to get the mercy of Shri Krishna. And, trying to do pure bhakti. Shravan, Kirtan, Smaran and Vandan and Sevan. Like this. And always waiting for the mercy of Shri Krishna. One day Krishna will be pleased with me. That day, Jiveta Mukti Pade Sadayam. That day he is qualified to get liberated and go to the Golok Vrindavan and get the service of Shri Radha and Krishna. Not that person who is troubled even by the simplest of problems in his life. One has to tolerate, one has to become strong mentally and spiritually, not very weak. They have to face so many problems in this life, job wise, financially, family wise, children wise, old age, disease, so many things. But no matter what, I will not give up Krishna, I will not give up Gita and Bhagavat, I will not give up Vaishnava, I will not give up the holy name. That's my life and soul. And my goal is to reach the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna, to get their divine mercy, to get prema bhakti. If such a will is in us, then our life will be successful. Guru Maharaj will be very pleased because he tried so much to try to teach us this topmost thing. So we should try to come to that level, our life will be successful. Such should be the motto of our life, that we want the topmost thing. We will not settle with something meager or lowly. Okay? This is the teaching of Gurudev that, I wanted to share with you all. So we are so pleased. Nice Kirtan, Gopal Prabhu. You all, took part in the Sankirtan movement. That's all you have to do, nothing else. If you sing and dance and, take prasadam and, listen to Katha and chant the holy name, that's all, your life is successful. I mean, successful not in a material way, don't try to quantify it in a material way. Oh, Maharaja and Vaishnava saying successful, but my bank balance is only zero, going down day by day. And what is my success? Don't try to quantify it in the in terms of your material value. The day you leave your body, you will realize what Guru and Vaishnavas have given. So you can ask me, can't we realize this before while living? Yes, you can. But for that you have to surrender yourself to Guru first, completely. Then immediately you can realize, even while living, at how much merciful Guru and Vaishnavas are. What they have given the lotus feet of Krishna himself. You will realize. But when we are not surrendered, when we are in the material world, doing, being independent, then we can only realize when we leave this body, not before that. Okay? So, so don't be weak. This is what Gurudev used to say. Don't be weak, be strong. Try to follow pure bhakti, Shravan, Kirtan, Smaran. Try to look up. That's our goal. Little minor things will always be there. No problem. We are all material beings full of faults. No problem. If we can all get together and sing and chant and glorify and remember, then all things will be forgotten and more souls can come and take part. And by doing preaching, by bringing in more and more qualified people, Gurudev will be satisfied, Vaishnavas will be satisfied, and we will also be busy and we will also be satisfied by that. Okay? Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Guru Maharaj ki jai, pure bhakti ki jai, Radha Damodar ki jai, Radha Damodar temple devotees ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.
कीर्तन स्टार्ट करें यहाँ पर सैटरडे करना सब मिलके एक साथ करें या एकादशी
So I was suggesting, you have a regular Sunday program. Maybe that's for the senior people, very sombre and very grave and very serious. Okay, that's good. But on Saturdays, maybe you can start something very nice just for the youth people, below 35 or 40 years, not more than that. And they can all come and only Kirtan, mainly Kirtan, maybe 5-10 minutes, some Katha and Bhagavad Gita or something, just 5-10 minutes, not more than that. Kirtan and dancing and only Mahamantra. For 2 hours, only Mahamantra, slowly, steadily doing Mahamantra. And after that, 5-10 minutes, some Bhagavad Gita, some youth people can speak, the kids like this can speak on Bhagavad Gita. And then some nice prasadam, some chowmein or pizza or something like that. Nothing regular like this, rice, roti, dal, nothing like this, So then by this, on Saturdays you can try to have something like that. Then by this you can invite so many new people. Then when they graduate, they can come to the Sunday program and they can learn the Bangla Kirtan and the senior devotees speaking on senior topics. Then they can do such things. But initially it's very difficult. I have been to Miami. The Shamrani Didi, she is doing such a great program there. That's what she is doing. Youth people, nothing serious, no serious philosophical thing. She is doing it in the morning time for the people in the temple and others. But evening time, nice kirtan, Friday kirtan, just only kirtan and so many boys and girls coming and joining, and such a good thing to see. Even in Delhi, we are doing so many programs for the kids. We have separate program. We should also have, when the mothers come, somebody can take care of the kids. They can have a separate kids program, teach them nice, shlokas. We have program for the kids on Sundays, for the youth on Saturdays. For the ladies, we have separate program on Bhagavad Gita and other things, and for the married people. So we have class for all kinds of people, all categories and varieties. And also we have a common temple program also from time to time. So like this, we have to cater and we have to do something. That's how a center, can be vibrant and flourishing. Otherwise, only old people. I keep repeating this. Then after some time, you will see there is nobody to clean, nobody to wash pots, nobody to cook. It's very difficult situation. You have to wake up. You have to be serious. The seniors also should see the situation. They should, give space for the young people to come forward and take care of all these things. That's how a center can grow and flourish. Seniors should bless them and move forward and, and teach them the way to do these things. That's how center can flourish. Otherwise, many places I'm going, I'm seeing very old people. They don't want to give up, and the new people don't want to mingle. Mindset completely different, clash, and then very sad situation. So we have to be progressive. We have to make space for all these things. Only then things can grow. Otherwise, it will be stagnant. Then the sad situation is nobody to clean. I have seen in a few places very old people, nobody new coming, and who is to clean, who is to wash, who is to cook? Nobody. So please wake up and try to make all these things, okay? Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. Tomorrow morning,